Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between Team Into the Breach and Team WYLDE during the Europe League 2024 Stage 2. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Overall, so it's very, very even for them. ITB need, I was just going to say, nowhere to be going in.
That means things like that lobby hatch probably stay open unless there's micro EMPs in the back pocket, which indeed there are, as you can see at the top. But they've now found a second kill. They've now found a third. And just like that, Noah has just deleted this team, finding a couple of kills for himself. They've got 70 seconds to play with in a 5 versus 2. Teams, very rarely do teams lose situations like this, Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Crocs kind of sold himself a little bit there. He's had that big wide peek into stock and given away his position. Packball does manage to pick up Oscar elsewhere, but the diffuser's been planted and ITB are looking great here. Crocs somehow getting away with the kill there. Azza is there for the trade. Noah going to pick it up, but round gets closed out by...
Pinched out, which is a very likely thing to happen soon, given there are 3 players on ITB starting to square around, and they've already found Croxton. One more being forced out. That's a great play by Dodo, though, to get one more. The trade coming in on the south window, but no, not going to find his man. Creed finding Freck, and almost Dodo going.
And that's going to be the interesting factor for the remainder of this round. Does time play the factor? You picked up on it, Des. WYLDE did a really good job at burning seconds away. Is that now going to pay dividends for them as Leighton manages to find Noah with the nitro? I think he was downed, so that was just finishing him off, confirming that kill, but it leaves them now in a 2v3. This is very winnable for Leighton and Dodo. Leighton's been going fantastically well so far in the stage, gets himself another onto Azza as well, 2v2, and I don't see any way that ITB get this done now that Oscar is down as well. Creeds goes in looking for kills. He's not going to find his last man. No opportunity to put the diffuser down, and from a 4v2...
And it's moments like that that really show his value. 2 big kills in the close, and then it forces ITB into panic mode. Really good stuff.
I picked up at the time on Dodo being able to get back through construction. Once that wall's opening, you've got somebody on window. Dodo... Yeah, Valkyrie not present in round 2, as you said, but Fenrir was, for example. So, a good use again of IQ to be able to spot out those gadgets and where it might be a problem. Opportunities there, however, the diffuser is going down. That's the opportunity that matters. Noah, he's managed to get in and out. What a job done by ITB.
Slice this site up like cheese, Tim. One sat on cash door, one on the breach, one top red, one out on towards balcony, there's not top red, one on towards the platform here as well. So much in their favor. They've absolutely slaughtered WYLDE in this round, and just goes to show, sometimes it ain't about always getting kills, it's about denying away these lines that's going on. And they have all the information they needed, that someone was there trying to be a bit cheeky, and immediately round the back, Oscar is in. This is the kind of team play that I love seeing in Siege. When players can isolate and try and pick someone off, it's good stuff. And equally, WYLDE back the other way, had a crossfire onto that drop. Yeah, I think Oscar Fair Play has tried to catch them off guard, but has been punished for it. A 4v4, and we've still got so much time to play, Tim.
Yeah, ITB certainly trying to take the chances when they presented to them, but at the minute, WYLDE are holding strong. Here comes the blitz, though. How are they going to deal with this? Very well will be the answer. Dodo manages to find the kill onto Kendrew. Croc picks up out. It's going to be tough for him from here.
Yeah, I think it's just been so well played by WYLDE. Outside of the entry there from Freck, who did get caught out and pinched on by multiple players on the side of ITB. Stepping away from that, all to 2 apiece.
Yeah, it was a good defense. No 2 ways about it. They just held on to site very well, very comfortable setup. I feel like ITB gave them a couple of...
ITB trying to pull off that cash CC execute earlier on without all those players alive, it simply doesn't happen. And Packball has just stepped out now, found Kenny on a swing.
Having a look to see what they can find, but WYLDE, they can just sit on their hands here. It can be hands off keyboard and mouse. Just wait until ITB push.
There's still a couple of players trying to clear out towards construction side as well. I mean, Creeds is making it happen. Do they know about the third inside? No! Steps him and finds 2 for himself. Noah, it all to do against 3. And something tells me, Tim, it ain't quite happening. I'm with you, though. Again, playing quite tight together. Early in the round, a couple of single kills being picked up onto ITB. And WYLDE have just said, well, we know that they can't get all that much done. Sure, the Sound was still on side. They were so focused on their pushing towards that east side of the map that it left this west side completely barren. They had no real pressure coming on through. Fair play to Noah. He's got one back. Still 2 more to go through, though, and they are not going to give him it.
Probably could be in the lead, but WYLDE have actually stood up really, really well. Look at that. Beautiful aggression coming out of Packball. It's one of them 50-50. If it goes the other way...
We spoke a lot about the flank potential, the backstabs, you name it. every chance here that can become a thing. Great C4! Couldn't quite find it last time round, but here...
It's actually really difficult to destroy when it's in the shower cubicle like that as well. The best they can do is put a claymore on it.
Great
but it gives him an
pushing.
opportunity late in the round to zip out onto the flank.
Laid down him as well, just everything that could go against him alongside firebolts. It was all raining on through. Leighton finished off here as well. So again, not looking bad. I won't get too excited for ITB yet because we've seen them give away a 4 versus 2 already. A 4v3 at this point feels perfectly winnable.
Yeah, it is, definitely. I don't think we're going to see too much use for the Scorpos shell because we're not having too much attention
you won't
over
now.
well, you're going to see zero use of the Scorpos shell now. But there was no attention over. You've got to kind of take a gamble as to where that push is going to come from. Diffuser is going down. There is an opportunity for Croc here. Surely not. He gets shut down by Noah. That was close. Managing to pick up 2 kills, but Diffuser does get stuck. However, Pipebull gets 1. Can he find the second?
Second side of things, they're the ones who have got to bring the heat on the attacking side. And ITB, I can just foresee being a little bit of a nuisance to try and deal with here.
Some beautiful shots from WYLDE. That one from Pipebull particularly, that's a difficult shot. It's not really doing any work for it, depending on where it is. Just run the risk of them switching shells and you get the kill. If you take the shell down, they can't switch to it, so you can't get the kill. You're always going to have to fight the live one inside the site. So quite a few of the pros are putting claymores on them at the minute. So
they had the 4v3 though here, WYLDE. They've let it go. Question marks towards Pat Bolly. Was on drones. He's on the Zokobi. He's got a call in back pocket still. It would have been wonderful for them, but at this point, proving not ready to be all that useful. Now they've got to try and push in and find some kills. With 2 left alive, it's not going to happen. Azza turns it on his head. He says, forget about Croc. It's all about me. Steps up with a 3 in the round. Leighton left all alone. And if anyone's going to do it, it's him. But there's not enough time left. 5 seconds on the clock. ITB are going to start out with a win on their defensive side.
A bit at the moment, you know, if you look at it as potentially like a sort of I was going to say a soft, bulletproof cap.
I mean, again, Scopus will end up quite a bit like Oryx, where it's like the fantasy is, gets up a hatch, flanks 3 players. I think we've seen that happen once in the history of Siege. I just get the sense it's going to be a similar sort of story. Nowhere into a second, though, spins on a dime and gets 1 more, Creed's into another, and like that, ITB have got the man advantage.
15 seconds left.
Just trying to hold on now with the time that is left to them, but Freck manages to get in, can't find the second. That was the crucial moment. If he'd managed to pick up Creed's there, then it's probably a win for WYLDE, but he goes through as he takes out the shell. Noah steps out and gets the kill that matters, and that's going to be another pro.
This could be the last chance that WYLDE have to pick up points here, and it could find themselves falling out of playoff contention unless they get a result here today. They've got to turn things on because we're coming into that.
They've picked up the last 5 entry kills, so they're getting themselves really good man advantage, but in the last couple of rounds, they just haven't been able to convert it. Oscar is going to manage to find Leighton, which trades out that earlier entry, leaves us now at 4 versus 4. Pipebull picks up Azza, and they've also got control of construction here of WYLDE, but how about that? Noah steps out and says, no, they don't. He's going to watch the master bedroom window just through, but no, just overstretches a little bit and leaves himself exposed to Freck, who manages to get him to bring things back. Now it's a 1v3.
They've got the cross.
Diffuser's going down.
It's really all they needed. Get 1 player across towards Cash. The other 2 can hold the angles exactly the same as ITB did to them earlier on. Pretty much doomed the second that he stepped across here and let that man through into Cash. 1 out towards his right, a couple out towards his west. It's so hard to win a fight onto this platform as well. It's why it's such a powerful position to start your rounds off on. Gotta try and do what they can, but Dodo gets that closing shot. And WYLDE get that, they haven't been for the majority of the stage.
In goes the Butts, going to get aggressive, but the due diligence has not been done. And how about that? ITB pile on the pressure, they mount the misery, and they take it to a 5v2. The angles that WYLDE are covering, and I think we're likely to see the next 45 seconds sort of tick away with WYLDE hoping to find 1 or 2. And they're not going to get away with it. Noah manages to pick up Dodo, and the final one with the pistol.
Rush moment. Now we've got to get things back on track. Surprised that we haven't seen, or maybe we haven't seen the notification of it, that attack timeout hasn't come through here as well. That replay's just horrible to watch. But attack timeout surely comes in here. You've got no real chances left here.
Really then, Wild still just looking to clear out utility, get themselves a little bit of access later with a really important entry kill there. Freck follows it up, and here they go, getting aggressive. Croc sees his opportunity.
They have no idea.
And ITB just don't have a clue, Des. Bulletproof camera will spot him out now, but the damage is done. Wild shots as well from Oscar as he comes around the corner, does manage to find one, make that two. ITB could have been back in it, but Pikebull, he shuts down the retake. The diffuser's going down, and in a 3v1, surely Wild can get this done.
Oh, almost around the back as well, but no. Not quite getting away with it, and I love so slow. You're ready for drones to come raining on through, maybe a bit of utility, you think it's going to be nice and chill, then suddenly 3 players are on your ass and you're all dead. And it's so hard to deal with and prepare for, and that's exactly what WYLDE have pulled out there. Full credit to them. They've now brought this down all the way to round 12. They have...
Yes, it's a little bit aggressive, but they need to keep hold of that side of the map.
Oh, they're stepping for the one, but no, 2 kills go the way of ITB. A C4 over the top finds a third. I thought they'd miss it out. Freck at least gets 1 back on the backside, but it's just that, Tim. It's a consolation kill. He's got it all to do. Sees no teammates left standing on the field and 4 players on the side of ITB. We've had some mega potential clutch situations, but it's not going to be the case here. ITB win things out in regulation.
Attacking split. As you can see by the scoreboard, they ended up with a 3-3 attacking split. And in reality, it was good, but like you said, the last step wasn't as good. And that's how come it became a 3-3. I think, being blunt, being honest, against a better team than WYLDE, no disrespect to WYLDE, but against a BDS or a G2 or a Wolves, they don't achieve a 3-3 attacking split here. So there was good signs in their attack. It's what got them over the line, and it's what we want to see them improve. But they need to continue improving if they're going to challenge to get to the playoffs.
So we've obviously seen ITB a lot better than this in the past. You're saying that this performance here isn't necessarily a return to former glory?
No, not yet. A 7-5 against WYLDE is 3 points, and that's the way they need to see it. It's now something to build on. Last couple of games to go. Can they sneak into the playoff spot? Then can they do something in best of threes? Because that's 2, 3, 4 weeks.